Hey everybody, Neil here from Post to Post. Thanks for joining me for this video. Typically we look at NHL jersey concepts on Friday, but someone submitted some AHL concepts a bit ago, about a year ago actually, and I haven't gotten around to making that video, so I wanted to kind of insert it here because, well, the AHL is just under the NHL. Plus, there are 4 jerseys per team here in this set, and a lot of them have inspiration from their affiliate team, which is, up into the NHL. So it's definitely still NHL related, and I want to get at these ones. So I've not seen them. It's going to be a reaction video, but we've got a lot of jerseys to get through, so I won't be spending a ton of time on each team. But let's bring up the first one. It's going to be the Abbotsford Canucks, and these are by Johnny Rockford. Johnny, thanks so much for sending these in. Let's go. Okay, I'm just going to rearrange up my screen here very quickly. Oh, wow. Okay, so the bottom left one, I see it. There you go, NHL inspiration right there. The Vancouver Canucks, that white, beautiful jersey. Yes, I'm okay with that one for sure. The Johnny Canuck kind of look is probably a miss for me overall, but I don't mind it. Obviously, the Abbotsford Canucks are using it, and that's fine. But it's just not my favorite logo. I will say that I like the arms, the A that kind of makes up that shape. Here, it's the upside down V, essentially, what Vancouver has used, way back in their history. But it's Abbotsford, which is just southeast, I think, of Vancouver. So you flip that V upside down, you get an A, you put it in there, represents Abbotsford. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, good jerseys overall. The alternates using a bit of a gradient. I don't love the logo, but let's move on. Yes, the Bakersfield Condors. Really great color combination here from the Bakersfield Condors. Very obviously Edmonton Oilers related with the affiliate on the shoulder there. The alternate jersey, the one on the bottom left, that orange one. Very strange logo, a little bit. Have they used that? If they have, I would love to see a jersey. I have to go look it up after this video. And the bottom right one, definitely a call out to the Edmonton Oilers, probably mid-2000s era a little bit. But yeah, these are good. Okay, next. Oh, excellent. Okay, the Belleville Senators. Absolutely. I love the Belleville Senators branding overall. They have really good jerseys, and these are really good concepts. I love that kind of classic retro look. The bottom right one, it reminds me a little bit of like the Rockford Ice Hogs. Just not really getting Ottawa vibes from that. But the other 3, very good. Very, very good. Okay, next, Bridgeport Islanders. Yeah, I mean, very, very Islanders in the home and away, that as expected and as it should be. The bottom right, that's more of like their, I think, previous branding a little bit, so there's a bit of callback there. And then the bottom left, it's the Fishermen with a bit of recolorization, so I'm definitely okay with that, Johnny. Moving on, the Calgary Wranglers. Great logo, and home and away, very in line with what I would expect. Got a bit of a blasty version in the alternate in the bottom left. The bottom right, that's a bit of an odd one. It's probably a miss for me. I don't like when any team, it doesn't even matter if it's football, which is basically all the football, puts the numbers in the front of the jersey. I'm just not a fan of that. I don't know why. I don't know. So I'd remove the numbers, but yeah, let's move on. Okay, the Charlotte Checkers. Very, very nice home and away. I like those quite a bit, actually. Not a fan of checkered patterns in jerseys, but when the team is called the Checkers and you do it subtly, like it is in the home and away here, excellent execution, Johnny. Really, really good. The bottom left one is also pretty cool. It's a bit of Belleville Senators vibes, but I do like it quite a bit. And then the bottom right one, that one's going to be a miss for me. There's way too much checker action going on in that one for me. Okay, next, the Rosemont Wolves of Glenview. This used to be the Chicago Wolves, didn't it? Is that seriously the team name now? The Rosemont Wolves of Glenview? If that's the team name, that's a ridiculous team name, okay? Absolutely ridiculous. But the jerseys I do like. Like, that's a pretty specific color combination. I don't think we get that a lot in sports. I think there's a football team that uses that. What is it? Is it the Commanders that use this color combination? But in hockey, pretty rare, actually. The bottom right alternate jersey is really sticking out at me quite a bit. I think that is actually fantastic. I'm getting Atlanta Thrashers vibes from that. And the bottom left alternate is pretty cool as well. I like that gray in there. That looks pretty good. Complements the logo nicely. Next, the Cleveland Monsters. So, home and away, yeah, it looked pretty good. The bottom left alternate is pretty good as well. The bottom right, the retro version, I like that quite a bit. I love the burgundy in there, and that uses, I think, a previous version of their logo that had the text on there. So that's pretty neat. Next, the Coachella Valley Firebirds. We talked about this team recently, actually, on the channel. Home and away, really good. Absolutely love them. The alternate with the gradient is pretty cool as well. And then the retro jersey is actually amazing. I love that very like desaturated, almost like coral kind of colors with the pink in there, a bit of the off-white or sand, and then using actual off-white as the primary, and then complementing very nicely with a very desaturated but almost matte blue. Actually, really good jersey. The font or the logo in the front is maybe the only thing that could be criticized of, but it is still very applicable with the rest of the design of the jersey, so it fits in nicely. Great job on this one, Johnny. Okay, Colorado Eagles. Yes to the home, yes to the away, yes to the retro for sure. That is an amazing jersey. And the alternate is, I think the logo's throwing me off. It's too dark for me. I get the intention here. It's supposed to look like a night sky with, I think there's some stars in there as well. But I think the logo, like as a permanent alternate, I think I would want to see maybe a little bit more of a prominent logo in there. Okay, next Grand Rapids Griffins. Yep, pretty good home, pretty good away. Nothing really to say there. Both well-designed jerseys. Bottom left alternates. That's an interesting logo. I like that. And then the retro one, yes, I'm familiar with a design similar to that, I think, in their history. Really cool shoulders, actually, with a bit of a wings aspect. Okay, next, the Hartford Wolfpack. I'd have to see this design in a different template. It's really hard to see. These are small, and just the way that the arms come out like this. Like I'm trying to get the angle of the striping in my head to see if that would look okay. Because it's right now it's at a very strange angle, but yeah, fine. The alternate down below in the bottom left is okay. And the bottom right one, interesting kind of bottom jersey design there with the retro version, but it's nice. Okay, next, the Henderson Silver Knights. Very expected home, very expected away. Alternate, very predictable. And then the retro is, I guess, maybe a little bit of a call to the Vegas Golden Knights reverse retro. Don't love the interior of the arms, but I like the logo. Okay, next, Hershey Bears. Absolutely for the home and the away. Definitely for the alternate, and absolutely big time for the retro. That is a very, very nice retro jersey. That is fantastic. I would purchase that one. It is just so classic. It looks like something that was made like 100 years ago. I love it. The Iowa Wild. Yep. I mean, that's exactly what I would expect for home and away. The bottom left is also, we should be very familiar with that, and the bottom right as well, the retro. So all of these jerseys, very well designed, Johnny, for their branding. Okay, the Laval Rocket, yes with the home, yes with the away, very similar. The alternate, absolutely for sure. Kind of a cool retro. It almost looks like a police uniform in a way, though, or something. I think maybe it's just the colors. I also get like France vibes from that as well, which I guess wouldn't be a bad thing. Yeah, it's okay. Moving on, the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Totally. I love this brand, especially the retro, the purple in there. That's amazing. So yeah, big fan of this brand in general. The alternate in the bottom left is probably the worst of the four if I had to pick, but yeah, it's still good. Manitoba Moose. Pretty similar home and away that I'm familiar with. The alternate maybe has some indigenous inspiration there. It's a little busy, but it's not bad. The bottom right, the retro one, that's pretty cool. I love the green that's in there. That's very cool, actually. I think that would be a wonderful retro. Moving on to the Milwaukee Admirals. Very expected home and away. The alternate jersey, not a fan of that logo, but I do like the colors and the rest of the jersey. And then the retro jersey, I'm pretty sure they used a retro jersey very similar to that in the past, and it was quite popular. So I can absolutely see them bringing that back. Okay, next, the Ontario Reign. Yep, pretty expected home and away. Not sure about the gradient in the striping, but that's all right. The alternate, really like the alternate quite a bit, but again, the gradient in the striping, I would remove that. And then the retro. I mean, obviously, I like the retro. The retro is amazing. Okay, the Providence Bruins, very nice actually, very nice home and away. The alternates as well, something that we're pretty familiar with. The retro, I don't like that at all actually. I don't like really anything about it. It looks like a weird cross between a practice jersey and an early Reebok jersey. Yeah, sorry Johnny, not a fan of that one at all. I think that's probably the worst so far in this entire set. Okay, the Rochester Americans, it's bold, but it matches the branding so well. So the home and away, totally. Alternate is just, using red as the primary. And then the retro, I mean, if you're going to do it, just go all out, right? I mean, it's a ridiculous jersey, but you have to do it. I mean, you're the Americans. You can't not have a retro jersey or a jersey that looks like that. So yeah, let's do it. The Rockford Ice Hogs. Okay, home and away, pretty good. Interesting alternate, actually. Not sure if that logo matches the rest of the jersey. It's a little, I don't know, I have to see maybe a bigger concept of this. These are very small on this template. And then the retro. The retro is okay. I don't love the jersey design in the interior, though. Okay, next, San Diego Gulls. Totally love this branding. Home and away, absolutely. The bottom left is great. The bottom right is great. Yeah, pretty good all around. Moving on to the San Jose Barracuda. Everything looks pretty much in line here, honestly. Home, away, alternate. I really like the alternate in the bottom left. And even the retro looks good too. Yeah, good job, Johnny. Springfield Thunderbirds. Okay, we've got some stuff to dissect here. Really good home. I don't love this. Again, this kind of weird vertical line that's happening here. I would remove that, but I know that they've used that in the past, or maybe still continue to use that. The away is good as well. Same criticism. The alternate in the bottom left is fantastic. I absolutely love that. That is tremendous. Then the one in the bottom right, pretty good. Yeah, I like that one. It is retro. Next, the Syracuse Crunch. Yes, texture in the striping. Expected, home and away. A little bit too light, I think, on the alternate. There's a little bit too much. The silver or gray is a little bit too light because the other color, the secondary color, is white. So I'm not sure what else you'd have to do. Yeah, you'd have to add some kind of darker color in there, I think. The retro, it's fine. Texas Stars, expected home and away. Bottom left alternate, big time. Absolutely love that one. And then the bottom right one, for obvious reasons. That's very popular jersey design. Toronto Marlies, yes, it's got mid-70s vibes here for the home and away. I love that. The alternate is a little strange. I think it would translate okay to a physical jersey, but it is a bit odd. And then the bottom right is definitely retro. Most fans would like that one. I find it a little bit boring. Okay, the Tucson Roadrunners, give me all the Kachina. Absolutely, home and away, totally. Bottom left is, I think, what they use or have used quite a bit in their jersey history, if I'm not mistaken. And the bottom right one, pretty cool to see some new colors in there with the blue and the silver. That's a little bit different. Okay, next, Utica Comets. We've got very nice home, very nice away, very nice alternate. I like that quite a bit. And a really cool retro. Very, very cool retro, actually. I like that one a lot. Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. Home and away look very good. Even the alternate. I don't love yellow jerseys, but that's a very cool alternate. Yeah, that's really cool. Retro, don't like that at all. It reminds me of the worst time period for the Pittsburgh Penguins in their jerseys, so not a fan of that. Oh, that was the last one. I'm going to need a minute to pick my favorite here. Okay, well, I'll definitely give a shout out to the Wolves one. I thought all four of those jerseys were really good. The Coachella Firebirds as well, excellent. The Colorado Eagles ones were pretty good, other than the alternate that I had a little bit of criticism for. Hershey Bears one, those were so good. The Reign as well, like those were pretty strong jerseys. The Americans, obviously. This is difficult, actually. It's difficult because I think like there's sets where I liked all four jerseys, but maybe one wasn't super, maybe it was a little bit off-brand, but still nice. But I think if I'm thinking about brand cohesion and also four just really nice jerseys, I think the Utica Comets is probably the best option here because home and away is totally expected. They look good. The alternate is a bit modern and a bit mysterious. It's a lot of black, but it still uses all the colors from the branding, but with a different logo. Looks very good. And then the retro, that's very New Jersey Devils and very retro looking in general. So like all four jerseys, pretty spot on. Pretty spot on. Nothing like crazy innovative or magical here, but just some really, really good decisions by Johnny. And honestly, really good decisions overall, Johnny. You had some incredible designs in there. Out of all, four for every team, there's what, 32 teams, 32 times 4, is that 128? I don't know, something like that. So of the 128 jerseys, there was what, maybe 4 or 5 that I didn't like. The rest were like really, really good. So great set. Thank you so much for sending those in. I appreciate it, and I do apologize that it's taken me so long to make this video, but I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of AHL content on the channel. We'll get it back into the NHL jerseys next Friday, so I hope I can see you there. If you did enjoy this video, give me a like down below, and if you're new and you want to see more content like this and sports talk, hit the subscribe button. That definitely helps the channel grow, so we'll talk to you in the future. Adios.